and smashing the mold. Bold and unapologetic hearts of gold. In every town, stories unfold. Unity's fire cannot be controlled. Breaking chains and smashing the mold. Bold and unapologetic hearts of gold. In every town, stories unfold. Unity's fire cannot be controlled. TNR setting the stage. Passion and fury breaking the cage. Love, acceptance, they rage. In the heart of each town they engage. Crowds scream in a symphony. Wrestlers move with destiny. Circles of life in unity. Every grapple a jubilee. Heroes and villains clash and rise. In the ring meet destinies. Surf behind their fearless eyes. Love and strength in disguise. TNR setting the stage. Passion and fury breaking the cage. Love, acceptance, they rage. In the heart of each town they engage. TNR setting the stage. Passion and fury breaking the cage. Love, acceptance, they rage. In the heart of each town they engage.
And welcome to Inside TNR with your host, co-owner, the Rob Father. Coming to you live tonight. So we'll talk about some things and, you know.
Hey, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in to TNR Championship Wrestling Podcast right here live on social media. I'm the host of this right here, and I am the sole commissioner of TNR, the infamous one, Rob Father. How are you doing? How's the neck? And you look disgusted there. What's wrong with you?
How did you even manage to get on Inside TNR is what I want to know.
Rob Father, come on. You don't understand. I am the sole commissioner of TNR Championship Wrestling. I have the controls. I am the man. And you work for me.
Golly. Why did my brother even choose you? I got a question. So we're going to start this show off this way right here.
Hold on. You know why your brother hired me?
That's what I want to know.
Your words. I want to use your words. I followed the plan.
How did you follow the plan when the plan was? So I want to get everybody on board here. What's going on? Okay. I brought you into the Untouchables as my manager to start off with. You was done with wrestling. You was going to quit. You was going to get out. You was going to leave the scene. And what did you do? I got a hold of you and I brought you in only because, okay, I'll say, yeah, I used your ass. I wanted Mr. 99%. That's who I wanted. So
you was like, hold on a minute. Let me intervene. I'll let you finish. I know we got to talk here, but you're trying to tell the story. You're exactly right. Just tell the fans you did bring me in.
What's up?
And you you hurt my little heart, little Rob Father. Oh, you used me. But guess what? The only plan was your plan of me seeing right through you. You are like mucky little water, and I seen right through you. And I went along with your plan.
You joined the freaking QWO of all people? I mean, you joined the likes of this little piece of junk garbage right here. Triple J. I mean,
that guy you call garbage has beaten you multiple times. So garbage is what's beating you.
garbage.
I hate to say it. Too. I have to deal with you for a little while because I am with legal terms with we call it our attorneys about how you won this championship. Oh,
Hey,
I would know about that. Yeah.
You are talking to the new TNR heavyweight champion.
You're my champion, and you work for me. And whatever I tell you to do, you'll do it, or I will strip you at any time.
We'll see about that. I'm gonna be that little thorn that's always in your side.
That's fine.
Just remember,
when you are, I'll just remember these three. I want you to remember these 3 words. Every time you speak to me, every time you talk to me, the most dangerous 3 words are always going to haunt you in your head. QWO. That's what you're going to say all the time. And every time you speak,
probably right.
It's why your shoulders are always pinned. 1, 2, 3. And they match just right. QWO always gets the 1, 2, 3.
Madison, I'm so glad you're on here watching. That's part of my untouchable cruise right there. Hi, Madison. How are you? I hope your dad Tim's doing great tonight. No, Abby, we ain't doing pinkies up tonight. No, Lynn, the Rob Father don't suck. So now you think you get to be a part of the podcast crew now, just because you're the commissioner, right?
It's in the contract. Follow the plan, Robbie.
Okay, it's in your contract, but I want you to remember one thing about your contract, okay? Your contract states, and you better go back and read the fine print on your contract, okay? Your contract states you have control of what goes on in the ring and behind the curtain, but you do not have control of the TNR podcast that belongs to the Rob Father. So, yeah, I hate to burst your bubble, but on this podcast, I am your host. And if anybody don't like it, I don't give a shit. Because I'm the host, not Double J. So always remember that, Double J. I am the host of TNR. I am what made Inside TNR. So TNR, Inside TNR, the podcast, is the Rob Father's baby. So always remember that. That contract, you didn't read the fine print. So always make sure you read that fine print. Double J, I'm teaching you something there. Always read that fine print.
I do. I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay. Just give. Always give the Rob Father just a telescope of a spotlight, because that's all he
right.
wants. He wants to. He's got to have something. He's got to have something shining on him all times. That's him.
I got a bright light shining on me now. So let's go ahead. Since you're going to be on the podcast with me, here's what we do. We talk about the shows that are coming up, Double J. So I'll try to be as biased as I can be with you, but I don't know how this is going to work. So y'all just hold on. We're in for a ride tonight. This Saturday, June the 28th, at Leachville, Arkansas, it will be Fight for the Fourth on the baseball fields. You heard it right. It is on the baseball fields. Double J, this thing is to support and raise money for the fire department there at Leachville to shoot off the fireworks on 4th of July. So that's what we're doing this show here for. So, I know you've already made the very first match of the night. If everybody tuned in to the last podcast, you sent me that email. I opened it. God, I didn't like it. So I didn't even, you know what? We ain't even got a match card for it because we don't need one. It will be. Go ahead, you tell them who it's going to be, Double J. Who's the very first match?
You got the volume up? Is everybody got the volume up? Because everybody, give it up right now. You know what? No, I can't do that because it's going to be the Rob Father. Vases, ladies and gentlemen, He is plus 20 years in the business. He's also your WWP, TNR, or what are the two? Tag team champion, one of them. And he's going to be live in Leachville at the ball fields at the June 28th. He is going to face the Rob Father, none other than the authentic Ray Ivy is going to be in the house.
None other than Ray Ivy himself versus the Rob Father. You got it right, Abigail. The commissioner's went and done something that made me put the title on the line against none other than the authentic Ray Ivy.
There must be a winner.
You know, Double J, me and Ray go way back. No, that's not right. The Suicide King is dead. We put him in his grave. So I know the Suicide King ain't going to show up. He won't be there. He's dead. We put him in his grave. But me and Ray go way back. We've had a lot of matches. I've had a lot of hardcore matches with him. I'm not going to overlook somebody that's got 23 plus years in the business. I got my work cut out for me. Yeah, act like you're going to go to sleep over there because you know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. At the end of the night, you're still going to hear. And still, your TNR heavyweight champion, the Rob Father.
Oh, Lord. I love your fantasies. They're so nasty. They're so ignorant. They're so like a little toddler. That's my little title. I'm going to be champion, Mommy and Daddy. At the end of the night, I'm going to beat old Ray Ray. I love your dreams. Your dreams are just like your brain sometimes. These fans, you talk so stupid to them. And I'm the guy that's a voice for them. So this Saturday, I'm going to be right down the middle. And I'm going to keep my eyes very clear on that television back there. And I'm going to make sure that this match Saturday night goes right down the middle.
Well, there you have it. It's going to go right down the middle. You know.
There you have it. What's wrong? You got a frog in your throat?
I've always got a frog in my throat when I'm dealing with you. I mean, you know.
This is your first go around. Just think, this is your first time.
Oh my God.
I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong. You had the crutch. Somebody had a crutch across your neck.
Yeah, you know, my aorta over here. Yeah. Just remember this. I want you to remember this, Double J. I don't get mad. I just get even. So always remember that. I get even. Okay?
Ooh.
I do. I get even. Yeah.
Ooh.
You better shake in your boots. I'm telling you that right now.
Oh man, hey, please don't, the kindergarten stuff, don't hit me with it.
I got a special interview for you to listen to. Or can I say a promo?
Just like all of us, this storm between birth and death, I cannot wreck no great changes. Only small changes for the better. It doesn't matter what people say about me. I weathered the storm. You can either learn to prevent a storm or learn to ride the storm. If you learn to ride the storm is not a problem anymore. You see, Rob Father, after last Saturday, I learned to ride the storm. After that match, I was standing there showing you respect because you beat me fair. You didn't cheat like you usually do. So what do? You give me the stunner. That showed me right there that you have no respect, no honor, no stature for this company. And I told you that I was coming after you and the Buffalo Junior Heavyweight title. So what do? You cash it in for the TNR Heavyweight Championship. Yeah, you're scared of me because you know one-on-one, you can't beat the damaged one. I have you all day. So, as of right now, DDK is going after the vacant Buffalo Junior Heavyweight Championship. And then I'm coming for you, Rob Jackass.
Woo. Woo-hoo-hoo. You heard it at the end. He's coming for Rob, Father, after he's...
I'm scared. Really scared. I really am. I'm shaking right out of my boots. So
if I was going to also, I was looking at the comments. The show is going to be in Leachville, Arkansas this weekend at the ball fields there. The address is going to be 211 11th Street. Right there's a flyer right there. If you're wanting to know where the show is at, I seen somebody asking about what was going on. But back to you, Rob, Father.
So my question to you is, I seen DDK demand he wanted the #1 spot for the Buffalo Island title.
Well, here's what I got to say about it. Nobody, I'm talking about nobody in TNR Championship Wrestling demands anything from me. So here's what I'm going to do. DDK, I'm going to put you in a 3-way. You'll be number 3, not number 1 right here against Daddy Shane, and it looks like
Dalton Rain.
Dalton Reigns for the vacant Junior Heavyweight Championship, Buffalo Island.
Yeah, we're doing a Buffalo Island Junior Heavyweight Tournament. So your second deal in this company, you're going to hold a tournament for that title?
Exactly right, because we got to figure out who's the best, who wants it more. DDK says he talking about riding the storm, and he's going to be the man to do it. Talking is cheap, just like Rob Father always does. But we got to prove ourselves. And, Rob Father, you did prove a little stuff to, some of the fans, but we seen, it ain't about you, it's about DDK. DDK's got a lot to prove. He's a newcomer in TNR Championship Wrestling, and I think this Saturday he's going to hit the launch button, and he's going to ride in and come in like an F5, and he's going to try to come out, but he's got 2 competitors. My friend, my guys, my people that I manage, Daddy Shane, QWO, coming in as well to take on Dalton right there.
So I got a question. I know you joined the QWO. That was their plan or whatever. Are you going to be right down the line as the commissioner, or are you going to side one way or the other? Because I'm sure the universe of TNR would like to know.
Well, right here live, we'll do it right here. This Saturday, I'm going to make sure every match is fair and square. I'm not going to be at ringside. I'm going to run the operations, something that, you was kind of hard of doing. That I've now got TNR Championship Wrestling off the ground. Just because of my face and everything that's happening, these fans, sticking up for these fans because of people like you, and we're going to be right down the middle about everything. No more of this line, talking to these fans like you do, anything like that. I'm going to be the one around here running the show. And this is right here official. As you hear it now, I'm going to be fair and square and speak for the people.
And so this is the other match you made?
Yes. Is that one of your untouchables?
I mean, look at that shirt right there. What does it say? Can you read? It says the Rob Father.
That's cute.
Tim Hansen. You know what?
That's cute. He's wearing his shirt. Do you feel good?
Yeah, let's just take a listen to this.
Logan White, you broccoli-headed fool. You cheated. You used my title against me. Hit me in the head with it. Cost me my belt. That's okay. I got a little bit of payback on the outsider. From what I understand, he's going to be out for quite a while with a slight limp. Sorry. Thanks to the Untouchables, who's always got my back. Triple J, you're next on the list at TNR, Leachville, Arkansas, this coming Saturday, June 28th. I'm facing you in the first round of this tournament for the Buffalo Island Championship. I hate the fact that you, young fella, are going to get sitting packing. I'm going to teach you a lesson just like all the rest of them.
Tim Hansen, it is a real honor to be stepping in the ring with you June 28th. Now, the circumstances behind our match is the Buffalo Island Junior Heavyweight Championship first round tournament. That title really means a lot to me. I am a history maker with that title. And to be able to have it around my waist once again is everything I've wanted since I've lost it. Sam, I hate that it has to be you that's the fall victim first. I'm going to show you what this young buck is really made of. Everybody always underestimates me, and I'm going to show everybody that I'm nobody to play with no more.
So there you have it. Words from Tim and words from Triple J. And then you have down here for the other match that we just talked about, Mr. Dalton himself. So there you have it. You've made two great matches for this weekend already. So first one is going to be a triple threat match for the Buffalo Island Junior Heavyweight Tournament. The other one is going to be this one for the Buffalo Island Tournament. So
I'm looking forward to both of these matches. It's going to be very interesting. But everybody's don't sleep on Triple J. But also, I know, and I give the roses and flowers, whatever, to Tim Hansen. That man, to me, he reminds me of a D. Malenko and a Saturn in a way with his hands. Because that man can do so much with his hands when he gets his hands on some people. And Tim Hansen, I mean, you see what he's done to Logan Lott and how Logan Lott finally came back because somebody made an oopsie trying to follow the Rob Father's plan. It backfired on him.
You know, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't, but hey, it is what it is. So we've had something going on in TNR that I can probably say I'm the one that has started this. So let's see where you're going to take this to, since you're the new commissioner of TNR. But I have to step out and say our women's division is hotter than ever. So just being started the women's division, Double J, I'm really looking forward to see where you take this women's division. Just, man, I hope you do it right. But I see you're already doing it right. And here it is right here. Fight for the fourth.
I've watched these two young girls, these women, and they are hungry, and they're eager, and they're great. They're great at everything they touch and what they do. These two are pound for pound, ounce for ounce, both back and forth fighters. They know each other, inside and outside this ring. That's what makes this really good match too. But you also got to think, there's two things here. You got veterans on the QWO side, but you also have a vet on the Maddie Bug Hansen as her daddy. Mine's feeding these ladies is dangerous on both sides of the fence.
Well, you want to talk about dangerous. I believe this lady right here is dangerous. So we got a few words from Maddie and Abby. Let's hear them.
June 28th, Leachville, Arkansas, TNR Championship Wrestling. Happy Grace, I'm tired of you standing in my way. I'm tired of this Dahlia, whatever she calls herself. I'm tired of her getting in my way too. Abby, we've had multiple matches for this women's championship belt. This Saturday, it's not staying in Leachville. It's leaving with me. And Dahlia, again, whatever you call yourself, if you get in my way again, I'm going to do the same thing to you that I'm going to do to Abby Grace.
June 28th, Fight for the Fort, TNR Championship Wrestling, LEACHVILLE, Arkansas. This weekend, I have a match against Maddie Buckhanson, once again, for the women's title. Now, for the past couple weekends, our matches got thrown out because of this Dahlia Black interrupting our match. Well, this weekend, I'm going to show both of them how the women's division is supposed to look, and that title will be staying in LEACHVILLE, Arkansas.
There you have it, folks. Double J has made the match. Maddie Buckhanson versus Abby Grace for your vacant women's heavyweight title. Double J, what's your thoughts on that?
It's going to be hot. It's going to be furious. It's going to be dangerous. They're going to pull each other's hair. They're going to do everything it can. Claws. I've seen a comment from Abby Grace. She'll do anything, even bleed for that title. These women are going to throw the kitchen sink, everything they have this Saturday night. Women's wrestling in state of Arkansas because of DNR Championship Wrestling and WWP. They both starting this, and you got you got her in the comments again. She's a knife. I'm gonna be here honest. She's a slither knife. I mean, a hot knife. You've seen both of them acknowledge her. They know of her. I'm just getting to know her, don't know her. And they're going to be having eyes in the back of their head. So they've done this twice. So 3 times is probably going to be looking bad for her if she tries to come around ringside this weekend.
Yep.
Like I said, Rob Father,
hey,
all due respect.
Hold on with that thought right there. We got to take a quick commercial break.
Here at Robertson Brothers Furniture, we have specials going on year-round, like the Speed Queen washer and dryer that brings the quality of commercial laundry to your home, both built to last 25 years. Need a new mattress? Take advantage of our deals on your favorite brands like Sealy, Tempur-Pedic, and Stearns & Foster. We have the widest selection of Lazy Boy recliners in stock with over 300 chairs available. So take the short drive to save huge at Robertson Brothers Furniture in Leachville and tell them Forrest sent you.
They're blowing up the comments.
Robertson Brothers Furniture there in Leachville. You got to check them out. They got great deals there. They got nice, like you said, Lazy Boys beds. I mean, great sponsor of TNR Championship Wrestling.
Look, hey, DDK, if you'd grow you some brains and would see what's going on, he's already made it happen. You're the third person. He put you in a triple threat match. So,
DDK. Yeah, DDK, I just want to let you know, you don't tell me to make stuff happen. I'll make it happen on my own. And you are in a triple threat this weekend at Leachville at the ball fields, my friend.
So, what are these girls going to do with Dahlia Black? I mean, you've seen the destruction this woman has done to the women's division since you've become commissioner. I'm just saying.
The destruction she's doing is causing them. I'm telling you, it's going to catch up to her. She just better be careful. Sticking nose in businesses. I've been there. Prime example, 17 years in the business. I know. You gotta be, it's gotta be smart how you do things. But why don't she just watch? Have this be watched. And just maybe, if she earn a place in this business and earn a place in TNR Championship Wrestling, maybe whoever gets crowned the first women's champion, just maybe she can beat some women to be a number one contender instead of always hijacking the title.
Well, we'll wait and see what happens. So, like I said, we're talking about this show right here.
Yeah, I'm going to be there.
Come on out to Leachville, Arkansas. It's a great fundraiser. It's a benefit for the fireworks show. That's the reason why it's called Fight for the Fourth. I mean, there is one person on that poster you will not see. I promise you, you will not see the outsider. The outsider's done. We took him out. He's out for a while. You will not see him there. So, but you will see the TNR heavyweight champion go against Ray Ivy. You will see a triple threat match. You will see Tim Hansen faces Triple J. You will see Maddie Bug Hansen, my girl, versus my daughter that don't listen, for the women's heavyweight title. So we'll come back to that in just a little while, but I want to talk about this right here, right now, Double J. After that, next weekend at Saline Moose Lodge in Benton, Arkansas, it is the biggest show of the year. 4 promotions coming together to do Arkin Brawl 2. You have Vapors Championship Wrestling. You have Wrestling with Pride. You have TNR Championship Wrestling. And you have the new family promotion, Wrestling for Glory. All going to debut right there at, one of them's going to debut. The other one is, the other 3, we've been in business for a while, but we're bringing you Arkin Brawl 2 right there at Benton. And Double J, I got a surprise because I've got a very special guest. Everybody, welcome to the show. It's Granny Hawkster.
Hello, everybody. Hello. I'm good. How are you?
I'd be better if I didn't have to deal with.
I know. Thank you for having me on. I'm not sure I've ever met Double J over there, and Rob Father, you've known Granny Holster for quite a while. Granny does not like the heels. Okay,
I know you don't like me. I can't help it.
Yeah, I don't like the heels. And listening to this guy, Commissioner, talk, I don't know. I mean, Granny might have to put you in your place, sir. I don't know if you've ever met me or if you've heard anything about Granny Holster, but I am very popular in the independent wrestling world.
Very, very popular.
He doesn't look too impressed. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I've shocked the guy or what. I don't know, but he's speechless right now.
Because I got to think of the appropriate words to say to you. Because let me introduce. You said I never seen you before. Maybe
I don't think you have, but
I probably haven't because maybe it's past your bed. I mean,
no, it's not past my bedtime. Thank you very much.
No, I wasn't saying that. I would like to meet you. I would like to see who you are and introduce myself to you because we have problems with the Rob Father. We have problems with a lot of stuff that goes on in TNR. And, with great minds like yourself as a fan, I would like to hear your intrigue about a lot of things, and give input. And I would put in consideration.
So since you said you was a fan, I'm going to let you in on a little secret, Double J.
Well, I'm more than a fan, okay? I'm just saying I have been around this business a long time. Yes, I am a fan, but let me put it this way. I have done things and I am doing things in the independent wrestling world that the normal wrestling fan would never get to do. Just throwing that out there.
That is correct. Me and Granny go way back. I've known Granny for a long time. But here's what Granny's going to do at Arkin Brawl. So this is a BCW match, Vapors Championship Wrestling. It will be Daddy Shane versus Jackson Palace versus the Rob Father in a ladder match for the new VCW Triple Threat Championship. And Miss Granny Hawkster there will be your special GM for the night for Vapors Championship Wrestling. So
this is the second time Granny Holster has got to be interim general manager for Vapors Championship Wrestling. And, I did it last year in Hot Springs. And, Jackson Palace, I don't know if you're watching this or not, but, there were some issues that Granny was not very happy about last year when that match took place against Tribulation, against Lightning Storm. You know, you all tried to attack Granny. Well, you know, Logan Light and his tag team partner came to Granny's rescue, and you know, I made that match, and you all cheated to win like you normally do. You know, you just better, you know, Jackson, you just better watch your back, because, you know, Granny's coming back again as interim general manager for the night. And I can't wait. You know, I am very familiar with the Saline County Moose Lodge because I am part of that organization in Springdale, Arkansas, where I live, you know. So when I saw where the event was going to be, I immediately got contacted by Michael Dapier, the general manager of Vapors. And, you know, we talked, and then I, you know, was contacted by Keith Daniels. So guess what, guys? You know, Granny's going to be in charge again for the night. And I can't wait. I am so excited to getting to do this again.
Well, Granny, once again, I'm sorry that I'm a bad guy, you know, but I'm really not sorry. But,
well, you know, I just might have to slap you.
Hey,
I might just have to slap you too, Rob Father. You know, yeah, I'm just saying.
You know, I do have somebody on my side that might just take care of you while you're there.
Well, I hope so.
You might want to watch your back while you're at Arkansas. Just a heads up. That's all I got to say. It's always you playing.
Whatever. I do. I'm not scared of you, Rob Father. I'm not scared of anybody. Granny could hold her own. Okay. And, you know, Granny has people that can, you know, might be on her side too, that, you know, that you all are around. So
you always got to remember, a lot of times the villain wins.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Yeah, you know.
Because he outsmarts the good guy. So, you know. But anyway, I appreciate you coming on tonight. Appreciate you putting us out for Arkansas and letting everybody know. And we'll see you July 5th.
And, you know, and Granny, you know, I just found out, you know, from my friend that was wanting tickets for this event. He just contacted me a short time ago, and I put the message out there. Instead of 12 adults and 2 kids, we're having 14 adults and 3 kids in that big group of people that Granny's going to have, that, you know, Granny is bringing to the show, you know. So there's like a big group of 17 people in this one big group that's coming to Arkansas.
Once again, this is going to be July the 5th at the Saline County Moose Lodge, 11485 US 67 Benton, Arkansas. Doors are open at 6. VIP is $15 for the first 2 rows. General admission is $10. Kids, 6 and under, $5. So there you have it. You had the price for Arkansas. And Granny, I know you're going to take care of business, but I hate to tell you this. You ain't got to only watch Jackson Palace. You got to watch the Rob Father too.
Yeah, I know, and I'm not worried. If I can handle Jackson Palace, I think I can handle you, Rob Father.
Hey, wait a minute, Double J. Did you see who's in that match? Did you see? Oh, wait a minute. It's part of QWO. Oh, what me and Palace are going to do to Daddy Shane. Daddy Shane don't stand a chance to win that triple threat title at ECW. What's it going to look like, Double J, with the Rob Father being the TNR heavyweight champion and your new inaugural VCW triple threat champion?
What's it look like? That I know that there's going to be another set of eyes down there of Huckster Granny going to make sure that this match goes right down the middle, because you're sitting here kind of taunting her and saying mean things to her. You don't think that are you doing brain surgery? She is the one night special GM. I mean, you have no power in Benton County. You have no power anywhere. I mean, where are you? Where is your mind at?
How do you know that?
Because
How do
I
you
know.
How do you know I don't have
worked
any
with
power?
you. I know your book. I know
Okay.
the book, and I know your stupid plans. That's why.
Well,
Double J, are you going to be at Ark and Brawl too?
No, ma'am.
Oh, darn. I was hoping to get to meet you, in person.
You have to come to Northeast Arkansas. I don't travel that way that much. It's really too far for me.
Well, I live in Northwest Arkansas. I live in Springdale, Arkansas, which from Saline County is about 3 hours and 20 minutes, give or take a few minutes here or there. So I'm in the northwest part of Arkansas.
Yeah.
There you go.
But I travel quite far sometimes for wrestling shows, and Rob Father can tell you that. I mean,
I've seen her at a bunch of wrestling shows.
I'm going to throw this out here really quick, guys. I lost my husband 15 months ago to cancer, and Rob Father, I know he never got to meet my husband, David, but David was a huge wrestling fan, just like myself. And that's what we would do together. We would go to wrestling shows. So Granny is still carrying on the tradition of attending as many wrestling shows as I can, wherever they may be, whether it's here in Springdale or Rogers, Arkansas, or even Oklahoma or Sherwood, Arkansas, wherever, I can go to a wrestling show. If it's in a decent driving distance for Granny to attend, I'm going to do my best to be there one way or the other. Just, throwing that out there.
Well, Granny, we do appreciate everything you do for the wrestling industry. I'm telling you this as an owner, not as the Rob Father. A lot of times we break the fourth wall in this business. On this podcast, I'm breaking the fourth wall right now. You're a very special person.
Well, thank you.
You touched my heart when I met you for the very first time. Can't thank you enough for what you do for the industry. Glad to have your support. Glad to have you at Ark and Brawl. But I'm gonna tell you, just like I told Double J, I'm gonna be a thorn in your side.
Okay, you can be a thorn in my side. I'm not scared. I'm not worried.
I know you're not. You're not
Granny
scared of the world.
I have slapped some of the best wrestlers in this business. I mean, Granny Hulkster about 3 years ago at a show in Oklahoma for Extravaganza for Wrestling for a Cause. I had the opportunity of getting to slap Cowboy James Storm twice in the same night during his match against Sam Stackhouse. I mean, I have met and I am personal friends with a lot of big time name wrestlers from over the years. So, I have picked wrestlers up at the airport for wrestling events. I have sat in on seminars. Like I said, I've gotten to do things. I've been interim general manager. This is going to be twice. Well, actually, I was interim general manager at another wrestling company not too long ago, last year. So, I mean, Granny has gotten to do things, and I am still doing things that the normal wrestling fan would never get the opportunity to do. And I'm very blessed and very thankful to these companies for allowing Granny Hulkster to be involved, to be a part of their shows, to be a part of their company, to be able to help them in any way that Granny Hulkster can help them.
All right. Well, Granny, we appreciate you coming on, and you have a blessed night.
You too.
So have a good night.
So let's get back to this. We're still talking about Ark and Brawl. Okay? Where 4 great companies are coming together to make you a show. So here's a match right here we can talk about. This will be a wrestling for pride. You have none other than Josh Cross versus the authentic Ray Ivy. Double J, that's if Ray Ivy makes it to Ark and Brawl.
Now, tell me, I'm intrigued. Why would he not make it to Ark and Brawl, Rob Father?
Hey, you got the plan book, remember?
No, I read it. I tore some pages out.
You might have tore this section out then. Go to section B, 141-5, and read that section.
It says how to take Rob Father and take a title away from him.
That's the wrong section, Double J. That's section A-1. Get it right. But anyway, Wrestling with Pride is going to present you with Josh Cross versus Ray Ivy. Let's move on along. Here we go right here. Wrestling for Glory, one of their matches. And like I said, they're debuting at Arkansas. Will be none other than the Juggernaut, Carib Lee versus Dalton Rain.
Don't act like you don't know who Carib Lee is.
I don't know who Carib Lee is. I have no clue who he is.
Oh, okay.
Am I supposed to know who Carib Lee is? Yeah, you dumb. I know who Carib Lee is. He's part of the Untouchables. Come on, get with it, really. Then you have here, for Wrestling for Pride, will be Tim Hansen versus Triple J. And you will also have, right here for TNR Championship Wrestling, we're doing a mixed gender tag match is what Double J's come up with. Will be Daddy Shane and Abby Grace versus Tim Hansen and Maddie Bug. And then, of course, you got BCW with a triple threat championship ladder match. And I don't have the other match because I couldn't find the match card, but BCW is also putting their heavyweight title on the line. It's Jimmy Buffet versus Christopher Hurst, I believe. I may not be right, but don't hold me to it. But anyway.
Card subject to change.
That's right. Always card subject to change. Right here's what I want to go back to, Double J. This is really what we're on here for tonight. I can't stress this enough. That this Saturday, bring your launch chairs. You can set your own launch chair up. It is.
What do you call them? Well, I don't. What'd you call them?
I call them a lounge chair. What do you call them? A lounge chair. Whatever you want to call them. I call them just a chair. How about that?
Bring your chairs, folks.
Just bring your
That's
chairs.
what he's saying.
That's right. Bring your chairs on down to Leachville. Support this cause that we got going on for the fire department. Because I don't know if any of y'all in here have ever watched the fireworks show at Leachville, Arkansas. Let me tell you something. Them guys at the fire department put on a heck of a show every year. Because they do an outstanding job. I mean, you can go fight the traffic at Jonesboro. You can go fight the traffic at Paragould. But why do that when you come right here to Leachville, Arkansas? Go right out to Adams Land Company right out there. Sit in the Big Gin parking lot. Roast you a hot dog. Cook you a hamburger. Have you a tailgate party that night. And enjoy the fireworks and celebrate our Independence Day.
I'm sitting there thinking you could do all that in Leachville, Arkansas.
You can do all that right here in Leachville, Arkansas. Though,
You can't do that. You can't do that in the city limits of Jonesboro. You can't do that in the city limits of Paragould or anywhere. But you could do it right there on the 4th of July in Leachville, Arkansas. See, that's why everybody needs to come out this Saturday night, June 28th at 211. Bring that back up there. Yeah, 211 11th Street. The base. It ain't going to be at the gym, folks. Don't go to the gym. Baseball
It'll be right
field.
behind the gym. The baseball field sits right behind the gym. If you pull into the gym parking lot, the baseball field will be to your left. You can't miss it. You'll see the ring set up.
Just bring your chairs in and pay your admission of $10. Set your chairs up. But also, there will be a place where we will make sure that the wrestlers and everything will have an aisleway. It will be chained off there that Saturday.
Yes, that is correct. The safety of our wrestlers come first, you know. I don't want somebody getting after me from the crowd after I do something to them, but, you know, anyway. But, like I said, right here, Leachville, Arkansas, this Saturday, June 28th. I can't preach it enough.
Hey, I got to say something. Go ahead, put that flyer back up, please, real quick.
Sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Christian Cross will not be. He's going to be out for several months for a plate in his leg.
Yes, that is correct.
He is not going to be there. Outsider is on the injury list as well. He's not going to be there. He's out indefinitely to further notice, and so is Christian Cross. I want to throw them two out there. if you're, so like I said, the card is subject to change, and that is the two I want to announce tonight. Outsider and Christian Cross are on the injury list.
Hey, I can tell you somebody else who's on the injury list. I can tell you this right now, that the other owner of TNR Championship Wrestling, Double J, your boss, will not be there. So I don't want to spoil the spoiler alert, but you always got to remember, I'm still half owner of TNR Championship Wrestling. So that means I am still the boss.